Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would share with you my 5 top tips to being a more effective communicator. So communication is a really important fundamental aspect for us humans. We are social creatures by nature, and a lot of that is compromised around our ability to communicate with others, to express our thoughts and needs and wants to other people, and also as a way of conflict resolution. So hopefully you can apply these 5 skills or top tips in your future conversations, and let me know in the comments section below if you utilized any of these and if they helped. So tip number 1 is all about listening intently to what the other person is saying. I mean, it seems basic, but a lot of people these days always listen to someone in terms of how to respond, not to fully understand. So next time someone is coming to you, it may be with a problem or some kind of dilemma, instead of listening to think, oh, what do they want me to say to this? More just ask them some questions, so that way you're not making incorrect assumptions and you can fully grasp what they're saying. Sometimes it can be really good as well to summarize or say, just to clarify that I've got this correct, and then go on with a summary as to what you think they're meaning, and that way you know that you understood correctly what someone's trying to say to you. So that would be tip number 1. Tip number 2 is all about using I feel blank when statements. So this has come in really handy for me in the past, especially when there's been conflict, whether it be in my personal life or at work, to turn things around to I feel sad when, or I feel frustrated when. And by saying these statements, by saying I feel when, it stops the confrontation and the conflict happening. So if you were to say you are being lazy, you are being rude, that's going to be faced with some conflict. So instead of, I guess, starting a fight, you can more express how you're feeling in another way. So that's by using that statement, I feel when. So it's really handy to do, especially if something is frustrating you or you're getting annoyed with someone and you're not too sure how to approach it, or you're scared of, offending them or creating a problem. It's always better to reflect how you're feeling and not to use you are statements. So always avoid you are statements, and never say what someone is feeling, okay? So never say you're being grumpy or why are you grumpy, because I can tell you this, if they weren't grumpy when you asked that, now they are. So you could rephrase that by saying, I feel like there's something that's happening here, and I just want to make sure that you're okay. What's going on? Or by asking a question instead of assigning an emotion or a thought to someone else. No one likes to be told you are grumpy, you are da-da-da. Just say I feel when, and you're going to avoid a lot of conflict, and it's going to be better off for everyone. So it's a really effective way to communicate how you're feeling with other people without offending them or without getting a hostile response back. So just remember that. It's always helped me to be able to communicate how I'm feeling or what's going on using those words. Tip number 3. So tip number 3 is all about not interrupting people and being wary of using the word but. So for example, a lot of the time people may say, I understand where you're coming from, but And as soon as you use that word but, you can dismiss whatever was said in front of it, because the first part becomes a lie, and but is establishing your own agenda and invalidating what they've just said. So try avoid, when you're talking to someone, to apologize or whatever you're trying to say and then use the word but, because it dismisses what you've said, and the person is easy to identify that. So yeah, just try not use the word but. Tip number 4 is all about body language and eye contact. So when you communicate with someone, you can usually tell whether it's automatic or not, like whether you're aware of it, whether or not someone is interested in you. So usually, you know, maintaining good eye contact, pointing like your body in the direction of the speaker can show a lot in terms of effective and good communication. When you talk to people, you really want to get personal and address them. That way you know that they're listening. So another way to be effective at communication is to give them their full attention. You know, nowadays people are on their cell phones, you know, not paying attention to the person beside them. And it's really bad in terms of our communication, and it's diluting the human experience and relationships to be that from technology. So next time when someone is talking to you, put your phone down, give them your undivided attention, and you'll be better at communicating. The final tip, tip number 5, for effective communication is around validation. Now, as social creatures, a lot of us get into the habit of wanting to fix things for people. So often when someone comes to you with a problem, you're thinking, this person wants me to fix it for them. How can I offer a fixing solution? What should I say? But actually, a lot of the time, especially true for females, and I feel like males listen to this point, because this is the whole women come from Venus, men are from Mars. Women do not want you to fix their problem. They want you to listen and to understand and to validate their experience. So when, just for example, you know, got home and it had rained on me, and I was really upset that it rained on me because I had just drained my hair, first world problems, but you know, it happens. And then the person listening to me says to me, well, you should have taken an umbrella with you. Why didn't you have an umbrella? You know, in their head, they're fixing the problem for you so that it doesn't happen again. But for the person that is making the complaint or having the problem, it's really invalidating to be told, you know, oh, that doesn't matter, you should have done this, it's your fault. So as an effective communicator, just saying, oh, that really sucks, like, I'm sorry that happened, or that sounds really tough, it sounds like you've had a bad day, do you want a coffee? Or just, you know, just accepting instead of trying to find a solution, so that the person feels validated, they've had their response acknowledged, and they're not asking you to fix their problem. They know, take an umbrella next time. They're probably thinking in their head, okay, I always keep an umbrella in my bag. But they just want you to understand and listen to them. So don't try to fix things. If you feel like, okay, maybe this person needs a bit of advice, sometimes it can be really good to be like, hey, I've just thought of something. Would you like to hear what I was thinking? And just give them the opportunity and ask for permission to give that advice, because all the time people don't want it. Clear as day. They don't want your advice. They know it. They just want to be validated. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed those top 5 tips for effective and better communication. And next time you feel that, you know, maybe you're falling into the trap of giving advice, or you're about to blame someone for how you're feeling, maybe think of, you know, some of the tips that I've talked about today, and if you do and they've helped, please let me know in the comments below. Thanks. Bye.